So what do you think was the impact for the Samoan community to be introduced to this very new faith?
Well, you know, we were told to go there and to make friends with people. That was the first thing we should do. We should make friends with people, but not alienate ourselves from the other Western community that was established there. The day after I arrived, I obtained a position as private secretary to Mr. Ted Annandale, the general manager of the well-known trading firm of O.F. Nelson and Company. I had no idea who he was or who the people were who worked there. But believe me, they took very good care of me and taught me the essentials of Samoan custom and watched over that single young lady from Australia. Now, at that time in Samoa, Western Samoa, now called Samoa, was still under the League of Nations, or then the United Nations. It was then under the United Nations. It wasn't an independent state. And when it became an independent state, there were leading families, which were the Tamaseses and the Malietoa and Mata'afa. These were the three main ones. So in drawing up the Constitution, Mata'afa, and I knew him and his wife very well because his wife was having a baby in hospital the same time I was having a baby in the hospital, and he said he would like to be Prime Minister. And so Tamasese and Malietoa Tanumafili II became the joint heads of state of the independent state of Samoa, as it's now called, independent nation of Samoa. And the Constitution provides that if one of them died, the other would be the remaining head of state until he died, and then Parliament would choose who would be the next head of state. Malietoa himself is a very observant person, and he's greatly loved by his people, and he has a very strong feeling towards his people. So he knows what's going on in the country all the time. And he had been observing Baha'is for quite a long period of time, because Baha'is were different to other people. They were not going out establishing churches, having collections, or giving large sums of money to different sectors of the population for them to become members of their religion. They were not really doing anything like that. So he was very interested to see what happens when people were Baha'is in communities. And besides that, his brother had been reading Baha'i books that he had received from American Samoa, from the family in American Samoa, and he had given these books to His Highness Malietoa to read. So he knew quite a bit about the faith when in 1967 the Universal House of Justice, for the second time, Baha'u'llah did it the first time, but for the second time the Universal House of Justice, the governing body in the world of the Baha'i faith, sent the proclamations of Baha'u'llah to the kings and rulers of the world. And the Baha'is of Samoa felt it would be wonderful if this proclamation could be given to His Highness Malietoa. And arrangements were made for Hand of the Cause, who was the very dignified emissary of the Baha'i faith, who is a titled person, who was at that time, since he's passed away, a titled person from Italy, Dr. Ugo Giaccheri, to come to Samoa and to present this volume on behalf of the Universal House of Justice to His Highness Malietoa. And he came to Samoa and he waited. We waited 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. And finally a message came from His Highness to the proclamation of Baha'u'llah to him. And then we found out that he had built a special fale on a little offshore island down the coast, which was the same island where his ancestors had accepted Christianity. And it was in this fale that he accepted the proclamation of Baha'u'llah.